Hello, hello. It's been a very long while since I've last streamed. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons today, Storm King's Thunder Session 9. Woohoo, Session 9, let's go. Um Hopefully it won't be a very combat heavy session, but who knows? Who knows? We've got Ham Sandwich, Larissa, Serene, and Nira here. Hello, hello. Um
Hello, hello.
and let me. My voice is coming through. Can somebody speak real quick?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Perfect. It's all coming through. And the audio is playing. I did not check to see if it was being recorded or not. Hold on. Okay. Hopefully, it's not recorded with the video. Alrighty. Um. So let's do a recap of last episode. So y'all, we started in the middle of a bandit fight, and we beat a whole bunch of bandits. The leader bandit had this golden goose coin on him, and you were like, "Oh, what's this for? Who knows?" You weren't able to track where their hideout was, so you couldn't go like find out about them or look for their treasure, but you did get money from them. So there's that. Oh, you did not kill all of the bandits, but you did kill the bandit leader, so there's that. You then finally made it to Yartar and went to the house, to the Rosolio Manor. First off, you went to the tavern. Uh, the tavern was the White Winged Griffin. Was the first tavern you went to. Oh, what's that? Did somebody do that on the map?
Sorry, my ex. I don't know how to undo.
I'll just delete it. There we go. So White Winged Griffin. You went in there, had a meal, got some rest, enjoyed your time at the tavern. You learned a few things. That um the Rosalio Manor, the guy you were going to see, he is dead. Um, and instead it's his wife that lives there, Desia Rosolio, and her son has not been seen for a little while. So you're kind of like, oh, that's kind of weird. Um, and as you left the White Winged Griffin, you were going to go to the Rosolio Manor. You passed by the coin toss, which was the White Winged Griffin lady, bartender lady, was like, oh, they're not a great sort or whatever. And you walk past it, and it was like, maybe it's a fine tavern, but it did look like it had maybe, if you want to do racial profiling, people that didn't look so, nice. And there was a lady that left the coin toss. She had a scar on her face and a very large scimitar on her back. You all headed on over to the Rosalia Manor and did find out that her husband did die. And he was the famous adventurer who had that really cool giant great slaying sword or whatever, giant slaying great sword. Um, but Lady Desia Rosolio is kind of sad because her son Arton is missing. He's kind of a little shitty dumb boy, but she still, it's her son. She still cares about him, and he normally isn't missing
Is that
for
a
this
technical
long.
term?
Yes, it's a technical term. And she says that she will hand over the sword if you can get Arton back. Um, and then she also wants Arton's pendant back. If you can bring it back, it has a capital R on it, engraved with emeralds, and it is engraved into an onyx disc. She will offer you all money, 500 gold pieces if you can get Arton back, and another 500 if you can get the pendant. Um, yeah. Um, After that point, you all decided where you wanted to split up. We were discussing splitting the party at the end of last session, Instead, Nira just proposed before I started the stream that we should not split the party, which is always a smart idea. Good idea. Anyway, the splitting the party idea was to go into the alleyways to find more information about like where Arton might be, or and also have another group go to the Water Baron's Hall. The Water Baron, hold on a second. Her name is Nestra Ruthiel. She is the leader of Yartar, the town that you're in. And she has been asking about Arton, sorry. Miss Rosalia, Lady Rosalia was like, maybe there's something there. And you all were kind of like, maybe there is something there. So that's where we're at.
Can I ask a question about an item?
Yes.
So I know we did the rod of one and done locates an object, right? Can it be any object? I mean, it can be so
Uh,
like if we were looking for that pendant.
Right. Let me
We could,
take a look on that real quick.
okay.
Also, it is giant size, so it's not like something you can easily handle.
Oh, got you. Okay. Well, Ham can. He can handle it.
He's got giant blood in him. Yeah, of course.
I
Uh,
mean, why couldn't I?
I believe in ham.
But it was just an idea. It's a thought I was thinking about over our break too, about maybe using that to find the
you know what? You sure can. The Rod of the Von and Dodd is has 10 charges to cast locate object from it.
so the 10 charges, is that 10 charges and then you can't use it anymore,
Uh, it
or 10
regain
charges?
it regains 1d6 plus 4 of its charges daily at dawn or basically a long rest. So
Oh,
you're
okay.
guaranteed 5 charges to come back every long rest.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds good. I was just wondering. Sorry for the interruption.
No, that's fine. That's a perfectly good idea since nobody I think is like a wizard spellcaster that would have locate objects. So,
Yeah.
make use of your magic items. Though you do have to attune to the rod, so I don't know if anyone has any extra attunement slots.
Well, the only one that really could carry it is Ham anyway, because it's a giant.
For sure, yeah.
So, Ham, do you have a spot to be able to attune?
That is a really good question. One moment. Gonna
That
say
may make it null and
no,
void at
but
the anyway.
the Beyond updated the character sheets to the new style, and so I'm still figuring out where everything is.
Oh, on mobile or
It
PC?
would be in your inventory
On
at the very
PC.
bottom. It would be at the inventory at the very bottom of is all
Oh,
your
yes, I'm
manuals.
good. I have nothing attuned apparently.
Ah, okay. So, I tell I'm gonna tell Ham that maybe he should attune to the, Rada Winnenden.
Not a bad idea.
And I hand over the bag of holding because that's where it is, and take it out.
So Ham, you are willing to attune to this item?
Yes.
Okay. I would say though that this decision had to happen after going to the Rosalio Manor. So you will need to spend an hour to attune to the rod, so you can't do it right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can do it right now if you all want to take an hour in universe to let Ham attune to it.
that's up to everybody else. Do we take it out of our bag of holding now? Then do I take it out
I
of the
I
whole
am taking
list?
it since you've handed me the bag. I am taking out the Rod of the Vonadad and handing back the bag of holding to you.
Okay.
But I have the rod in my equipment now.
Okay,
Okay,
that
sounds
means we
good.
kinda have to kill an hour.
Yeah.
If we wanna use it right now. Didn't we
Um,
have something else to do?
I mean, what you could do is just have Ham not actively talk while you go to like the Water Baron's Hall and do the role play there, talking to the Water Baron. Um,
We
I
could
mean,
do
as
that.
long as you don't get into a combat situation, it shouldn't be a problem. It's just Ham has to focus on attuning, but he can walk around carrying a very long rod everywhere. It's 4 feet long, but it's what muscular men do, I guess.
Just, guys doing guy things.
Yeah, guys doing guy things.
I have no problem with that as long as everybody else is okay with it.
I have no issue.
I have nothing against it.
Okay, well then, Ham will be attuning to the rod as you all walk and do things. But if you do and go into combat, and Ham, if you are participating in it, you will have to stop attuning and then restart the 1 hour attunement after the combat is
So
over.
don't get into fights, you guys.
We'll try not to, but you know us.
We'll do our best.
All right, so you are headed to the Water Barons? Or,
Yes.
yes, okay. You head on over to the Water Barons Hall, and you go on inside. It's, kind of like a visitor center a little bit with like offices and stuff. Um, and before you can like really see anybody, specifically the water baron herself, there's guards standing um, standing guard, and they say, "Halt! What is your reason for coming to the water baron's hall?"
We would like to see the Grand Mistress of the Water Baron.
You mean the water baron herself, Nestra?
Yes. Yes. We have some questions for her.
And what are those questions?
We're just looking for someone, and she may know where it is. We'd really appreciate it.
All right. Well, let's. I'm sorry. We'll go talk to her and see what she thinks and whether she has time to come and help you out. And so one of the soldiers goes inside to one of the offices. Um, and after a few moments, the soldier comes back out and says, follow me inside." And he leads you into the office building. Sorry, not building, office room. And it's cozy. You all can fit in there. The rod, like, Ham did have to maneuver a little bit, and the soldiers kind of gave him like a weird look. And inside the office is a woman, a human woman, who also gives Ham a really weird look as he tries to pull this rod in. But she doesn't question anything. Um, with a passive insight from all of you, you're like, oh, she just thinks we're adventurers doing adventure things. So, it's not a big deal, right? Probably. Anyway, she motions for you all to sit down on the couch and some of the chairs in the area. And she sits behind her office desk and says, "You have all come here, and it seems you are all adventurers. Is that so?"
Yes.
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 Can I get all of your names? I would like to be able to address you as we're speaking. I'll start with myself. My name is Nestra Ruthial. I am the Water Baron of Yartar. I run this city and have to deal with any problems that happen in this town. And who are all of you?
I'm Larissa, and the gentleman over there holding that rod, he's harmless, but his name's Ham.
I'm Nira.
I'm Serene Tide.
It's very good to meet you all. Now, you said you have information about, was it missing folks or something like that?
Well,
We're looking for missing folk.
I see. I see. Um, Yes, so there is a situation going on in our town where nobles have been going and disappearing. There's a few disappearances of certain nobles. There is Artan Rosolio, Jacob Dawnflower, and Timothy Salzburg. They are all young men. That is one of the common traits among them all, and that they're nobles. Timothy was a
Who
reg-
is the third person?
Timothy Salzburg. Timothy was a regular at the Grand Dame, and, well, Jacob might have been involved with the Hand of Yartar, or so the rumors say. Above the table, we learned a little bit about the Hand of Yartar last session. They are a thief group, and I think that might be the reason why, Nira, you were interested in checking out the alleyways, because you might have some, like, connection, not like in your history, but like because you're a thief and part of like thief guilds kind of situations, you might be able to find more information about them. Um,
Yes, and I was also looking for a Temple of Mask as well.
oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, back to the game. Um, yes, so that's the situation with Jacob. Hopefully he did not have a run-in with the Hand of Yartar. Um, I have not been able to find any clues about where any of them are, and they just seem to disappear during the night. So there's I've not been able to track their footsteps or anything like that. I've been keeping an eye out for any other young nobles in the area if they go missing, but nothing has happened quite just yet.
Well, we were told that Arten Rosolio may have had some gambling issues. Um,
Ah,
so we met his mother because we were looking for her husband, not realizing that he had passed on, and she mentioned that her son is missing, and so she mentioned that he had some gambling issues. So I don't know if you could tell us a little more about the gambling going on, and then maybe a little if you have any more information about the Hand of Yartar.
I see. So there's this large cruise ship called the Grand Dame. Sorry, not super large. It's a riverboat, but it's a cruise ship of a sort. And Lord Dryland is the owner of the Grand Dame, and he runs this little ship every night, and people go on there to gamble, and they use these golden goose coins as their currency there.
You said Lord Dryland?
Dryland, Drylund. I think we went over this last session
Yeah,
too.
that's right, because
Yeah.
he's a dry land. Okay.
Yeah. I the fact that you say that there's something with Arton having a gambling problem, I almost feel like it might be connected. I've been suspicious of Lord Dryland for a while now. I think he's trying to usurp me, like take over my position as Water Baron, and not
Um,
in a way that's, very through votes or anything in that way, and probably a way that I would be killed. You know that kind of feeling? Um, it's been a little tough on me. I
I
I
I'd like to do an inside check when I can.
sure. What are you inciting?
Just, her truthfulness about this. How is she how truthful or how honest do I get that she's being?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and roll.
I don't have advantage. There we go. 13.
13. She seems to be truthful, and she seems like she truly is suspicious of Lord Dryland.
Okay.
Um all the things she's told you, it seems like that's as much as she knows. So all the things she's saying is truthful as far as she knows. To her, it's the truth.
Okay. Thank you.
Um, she continues. So Lord Dryland, I think this is related to him somehow. Besides the fact that he's trying to take over my position, all the nobles who have gone missing are from families that back me as a water baron, and that's a little strange. It's kind of worries me, but I just don't have enough proof to warrant an investigation into Lord Dryland. And if I were to try to do that, it might turn nobles against me, because on the outside, Lord Dryland looks like a respectable fellow. But if he's really doing nefarious things, then I need a good reason to investigate it.
To get on this gambling ship, do we need some kind of pass, or is it some kind of club or anything like that?
No, you just get on the ship. They accept anybody, but you do need a bit of coin to play the casino. Um, you so if you were to go on there, like, not as a wealthier person, you might get possibly rejected. They do expect people coming on board with probably at least 1000 GP, if not more. Um, they want people to be able to play and lose and win at the casino.
So we at least need to look like we have 1,000.
Yes, yes. Perhaps just the group could just look like you have 1000, maybe not individually, but at the very least, you need a good amount of coin on you.
Gotcha.
Do you think Lord Dryland has anything to do with the Hand of Yartar?
That I am not sure about. I The Hand of Yartar is a thieves guild, and they'll take their jobs as they come. When people pay for them, they'll do whatever it is, or they themselves will do their own thieving. I'm not fully aware of how their whole organization fully works, but if he is involved with them, I would believe that it's just a like business relationship, and not necessarily that the Hand of Yartar believes in usurping, having me no longer water baron.
So you have a good relationship with them then?
I
Th-
just They're there and they're helpful, so I don't make big waves about what they do.
You say they're helpful. How so?
Because they're an organized crime unit, they do tend to stop the more, like, folks that just go around and, like, um
They're a controlled
Murderate
chaos.
people.
yeah, the controlled chaos. Thank you. Yes. I'm not saying that they don't still do illegal things, that's for sure, but they keep the illegal things to a more minimum than it,
If
yeah. Above the
if
table,
we
I'm
were
having a lot of trouble speaking right now. I don't know why. My brain is not thinking very well, so I
It's
apologize.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, if something's telling me that maybe we need to talk to somebody in this guild because they might have some inside information that we could use. I don't
That's
know.
if
What do you think?
that's if they'll talk to us.
Yeah. Do you have a connection to someone that we could talk to?
I do not, but um there is a certain someone. I've heard her name before. Her name is Scimitar Sally, and she might be found at the coin toss, um, or more unsavory places. But
I
uh,
feel like we might have seen. Sorry, I feel like we might have seen her already.
oh, is that so?
Huh. When did we see her, Nira?
Well, she was holding the Remember we saw that woman with the very large scimitar, and I'm guessing that would meet her
Ah.
description.
Is she the one that walked out of the coin toss, or was she someone that we saw in the white-winged griffin? I can't remember.
She walked out of the coin toss.
Ah, yeah, more than likely, that's probably who it was. Have you, um, have you heard from the nobles with their that have missing sons? Are they receiving any threats or, pressure or anything like that,
N-
that
Um,
would explain why their children are missing?
no, the children are just missing. They've been looking for them as well, besides just me. It does, I have a bit of pressure that I need to make sure that these families are happy, so I am looking into it. But it's been extremely difficult so far.
So, um, I need a partly in real life a memory refresh, but in game, um, did it look like they were taken, or did it just one day they just disappeared?
They seem to have just disappeared. There's no trace of them. They
Okay,
disappeared during the night,
okay.
so no one's seen them. There's no trace of them. Yes.
There was no like disturbance in their rooms or their houses or anything like that. They just kind of
No.
vanished.
It was just like a vanishing, yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if I remember correctly, Arton has been known to frequent the coin toss as well.
What about I know you said Jacob probably is frequent the Wayne What about Timothy?
He was a regular at the Grand Dame, so you all might be on to something with the Grand Dame.
Okay.
That's the
Would he
ship.
go into the would Timothy go into the coin toss?
No, I don't. I haven't found many records of that. So most people don't
Okay.
go into the coin toss because
So
it's
2 out of the 3 would go into the coin toss. Okay. But all would probably go to the Grand Dame.
most likely. I'm not sure if Jacob has been to the Grand Dame. I haven't looked into that. But Timothy and Arton have.
So I look at Nira and Ham over there concentrating and uh near
Run.
Serene. Um I say maybe we should talk to these missing boys' parents and see if they know anything either.
Yeah,
Well, we've already talked to Lady Rosolio,
Yeah.
so if we're gonna do that, then we need to, speak to the other,
Yeah.
young man's parents,
if
but at this point, Water Baron, it seems to me that they're trying to make you look bad at this point because, you know, these parents are giving you the pressure to find their sons and you've got nothing to go off of. So, if they're not pressuring the parents to vote for, this gentleman, then it seems to me that they're just trying to make you look bad at this point.
I agree. Yes, it's definitely trying to make me look bad, but there's also the case that these men are just missing, which definitely means there's some foul play going on, most likely. As much as I would like you all to go and check with the parents of the two sons, I would recommend instead trying to get on board the Grand Dame or talking to Scimitar Sally to see what she has to say. The parents may not talk to you all, and I don't want this to be an official investigation. So if I backed you, they would know that something is very, very. I
Yeah.
may have more pressure. So I would rather you all try to get on the Grand Dame or talk to Scimitar Sally.
I think our next step should probably be the coin toss then at this point.
Hmm.
I agree. I agree. Also, I think that if we're gonna go onto the Grand Dame, we may want to sell some of that stuff that we got on our way here to get some more gold between all of us, and that way we can be better equipped for the Grand Dame.
I think Ham and Serene would agree that we might wanna do that after the coin toss
Oh,
because
that's fine.
there's no guarantee they aren't gonna try to pickpocket us in there.
Oh, no, I agree. I was just saying before the grand name. So is there any stores, ma'am, that would give us a good deal on, some supplies here?
Um, I would suggest the Burning Fowl. It's a blacksmith. They are very good about offering prices for weapons and other metal-based items. Um,
Burning
uh,
fowl. Okay,
yes. If you are looking for other good deals, I would definitely suggest checking out the marketplace, the fish yard. Um,
okay.
that would be a much better place, I think, to find deals. But if you are looking for like a store, the Burning Fowl would be a great place.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, I look at Nira and Serene and Ham and go, what next?
Hmm.
Coin
I
toss?
think that's I well, I think yeah, our next step is probably talking to Scimitar Sally.
I agree. Let's see about maybe walking into the coin toss then.
Oh,
Please, madam, if you hear anything else, will you try to get a message to us?
um, I'll try to see if I can do it to the best of my ability.
Okay.
Alright. Well, we thank you for your time, Water Baron.
And thank you. I wish you all good luck, and I hope you find out more about what's going on.
We do too. Thank you
Ham,
again for seeing us.
how's your
Has
rod
Ham
doing, Ham?
Uh,
How's the rod doing?
I would say that was probably about like 30 minutes.
oh, thank God.
Okay.
So we just need to stay out of a fight for another 30 minutes.
Yes.
yes.
Where is my clock thing?
Okay, no bar brawls. Got it.
Just going in there to talk anyway.
All right. So, we're gonna head on over to the coin toss.
Okay, how much of a walk is it in time frame?
It's only like a 5-10 minute walk. It's not bad. I'll say 10.
Dang.
I'll say 10.
So that would make it only about 20 minutes left before we can get into a fight if we need to. Okay, guys, let's go over to the coin toss. Do I need to change into anything or do you want me to just be me?
Just be you. I think it'll be fine.
Well, being a tiefling and all, I mean, I might fit in.
Yeah, if I was doing racism, but I don't really do racism too much, so
No, that's fine.
yeah.
That's fine. I just
Um, all right, you head on into the coin toss, and it's a little smaller than the white-winged griffin, that's for sure. The clientele seem to be a lot of like beefy women, with lots of scars. Definitely they favor daggers or sharp, pointy objects instead of maybe like hammers or blunt objects. Um, and
is there a bar?
yeah, there's a bar and there's a beefy lady behind it.
I want to buy first thing I'm going to buy a round for all four of us.
That'll be math. 4 times 2 is 8. That'll be 8 CP.
Sounds good. I my treat, guys.
Thanks, Larissa. Is
Thank
there
you.
a empty table?
Yes, there is an empty table available for the 4 of you.
Cam can drink while he's concentrating on his rod, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. He can use just one hand on the object.
Sorry.
That's okay. I can stare at things and drink
Cam
at the
likes to
same
keep
time.
one hand on his rod.
She's sweet.
We're
No.
all thinking it. We're all thinking it. Just let it
No.
happen.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
wasn't. Oh my god, I wasn't even thinking about that. No.
I've
Oh,
been thinking about that the whole time.
oh my god.
Happy
Sorry.
Friday.
Oh no.
I've
Rose middle
avoided like
schoolers all week.
4 jokes until now.
You've
Hey,
avoided?
this
Oh my god.
this is what happens when we're gone so long.
The first one was
That's-
about the guards looking
I
at his
love it.
large rod, and then so on and so forth.
No. Oh my
At
god.
least you weren't drooling while you're staring at it. Or were you?
Wait.
Never
I
mind.
don't know.
Okay. Um anyway, the beefy
No, I mean,
ladies. What?
when you're spacing out and you're just like, I don't know.
Oh, okay. It wasn't a gay joke.
No. No, I'm okay, never mind. I was being stupid.
Okay, all
Forget about it.
Okay,
right.
so we're all sitting at
Oh,
the table. We
drinking.
found a table and we're all drinking and laughing and just joking around.
Yeah. Um
Serene is admiring the beauty of big, beefy women with swords or
yeah,
daggers.
they're all very beautifully beefy with pointy weapons. And if you're into
Nira,
that, they're pretty up there on the sexy beefy scale.
Even though I'm laughing and having a good time, I'm still looking around the room and kind of listening in on things to see
Mhm.
if I can pick up any information about uh, maybe the missing boys or if, I mean, I seriously doubt that anybody's talking about it, but I just want to keep an eye out and an ear out.
yeah, same here. I'm keeping an eye out for anyone that fits the description of Scimitar Sally. And you know, the just kind of appraising the skill levels of the lady thieves in here.
For sure. I need the both of you to make a what's it called? A perception check, and Nira also do an insight check.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm very good at perception, so 14.
14. All right. And then Nira. Okay.
Lane.
That's a pretty low roll. And then a insight check. Okay.
Better.
Much better. All right. Perception check, Larissa, with a 14. Um, you don't hear anything about the missing nobles or anything like that. But what you do hear are snippets of conversation, whispers about how like, are we gonna meet? Gonna meet back in that alley? And they say some name of alley, like Seagull Alley. Um, and the other lady's like, yeah, we got to do the deal today. And Nira, for your perception check, you don't really hear anything um that stands out to you. Um, but what you do see is that these thieving ladies seem like they're probably fairly like tough, fairly tough. For your party, it might be okay, but like if you did a brawl in the coin toss, you'd be real fucked because there's way too many beefy ladies in here. But like if you went into the alleyway and it was only maybe like four of you, you might be able to take them on, kind of thing. They definitely
Especially with Ham.
especially with Ham. But they definitely seem like very veteran folks in the business kind of thing. Despite the fact that they whispered about a deal out loud.
Okay, and I kind of whisper to our group about what I kind of overheard.
You're cutting out.
Oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, so I kind of as I hear this, I tell Nira and Nira and Serene and Ham. I said, "Hey," and I whisper what I heard about that there was a
You keep
deal being.
cutting out
No, I
and
moved
going
my mic
really.
down. I'm
What
sorry, I moved my mic down again by accident. Um, I talked to them about the meetup and the deal being done today in the Seagull Alley, but I do it really quietly so nobody else can hear.
I will need you to make a stealth check, but with charisma. So, do you have proficiency in stealth?
Uh, Not as Larissa, but I do as Brutus.
Well, you're probably not going to turn into a polar bear here, right? Because that would be a very bad idea. So
Yeah.
you're gonna roll a straight charisma check. So I think if you just click on your charisma modifier, it should roll.
Okay, where's charisma? Oh, it was almost a 15.
I'm so sorry. Your whispers are a bit louder, and Ham, Serene, and Nira do notice that you're being a bit louder than expected. So there's definitely people who probably heard you.
Oh crap. Okay. I tried.
You tried. None of the ladies though seem to turn towards you. So
That's good.
whether they whether they acknowledge it visibly to you, it probably isn't happening.
Can I check and see if anybody's tracking what she's saying?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Oh,
No, no, you cannot tell any. See if anybody's tracking it. These ladies seem to be very
yeah.
good at
My
what they do.
perception rolls are garbage today.
Yeah, these are pretty bad rolls.
Serene
With a
Tide is.
+6, it's very bad.
Sorry, Serene has been sitting around kind of watching the pretty ladies. She's was about to move over to the thought of food, but can I make a perception to see if I notice anything?
Yeah, you can. Nope. Here also those pretty ladies are pretty distracting.
Yep, they're very, very pretty, and there's food. Serene is apparently thinking more other thoughts.
Yes, definitely other
So
thoughts.
Speaking of which,
about
is
how
there
many minutes? Sorry.
How many minutes you been in here? I would say probably 20 minutes. Let's say Ham finished tuning.
Okay.
and
Sweet.
is there food?
Oh yeah, there's food. Um the white winged griffin was saying that they're the best. They got the freshest catch. But you smell that food at the coin toss and you're like, these ladies make home meals, like good parent home meals kind of feel very hearty, lots of food. Um they got stews, they've got um big chunks of meat that aren't like nicely cut, but it's like just like how your mom would make it kind of thing. They got mac and cheese, lots of good stuff.
And that is why Serene failed her perception check.
Yes,
She is
definitely.
going
Yeah.
to engage in the food. Ham, you want to go get in on this with me?
You guys just ate like like an hour or two
Yeah, but
ago.
I think Nira's also
That does
been
not stop Ham
no,
from joining
Nor does
Serene.
it stop. Nor does it stop Serene.
All right.
no. Nira's all over that too, because you said stew, and I was just thinking, I wonder if they have stew.
Um
You know, Larissa is thinking about maybe a small bowl of stew as well.
yeah, they do have smaller portions. Though they're small portions. See, if you bought it at the White Winged Griffin, their small portion is actually a small portion, but it costs more. Here at the coin toss, their small portion is like a medium portion, and it costs less than the White Winged Griffin. So you're getting more bang for your buck. They're trying to compete with them. You know, White Winged Griffin is pretty big place. So, um, the total it comes out to. Oh, Ham, are you getting something? I can't remember if you said something.
Oh yeah, he's joining Serene.
Okay, I would say so
Same.
you all let's see. It
I want
was
stew and mac and cheese.
stew and mac and cheese. All right. So that's going to be 5 CP. I think 5 CP for each of you for whatever meal you pick. Pretty cheap but hearty food.
And you said 5 CP?
Okay.
It was how much CP did I say for the drinks? Did I say 4? No, I said 8. It was 2 per drink.
Yeah, because Larissa paid for it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll get the
I.
stew.
Are you sure? I'll get it.
You got the drinks, I'll get the stew. That's 20
Okay.
CP, right?
Sounds
yes,
good.
which would be 2 SP.
How much would it be to get Ham a slightly larger portion?
It would be 1 SP.
You're
So
paying for all of the stew?
You mean one extra CP?
no, 1 SP. Did I say CP? I meant to say SP. It would be so Ham total would be 1 SP.
I know we're using the abbreviations, but can we say coppers or silvers or gold?
Sure, we can say
Yeah, that
silver.
works better.
Yeah, okay. It's
So the total for our food would be 1 silver piece, 20 copper piece.
no, 25 copper pieces.
All right,
Really
got it.
quick.
And I'm going to include a generous tip.
Oh,
How
okay.
much? How many copper and a silver?
10.
Okay, thank you.
They're in multiples of 10. So
Gotcha.
10 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold piece, uh 10 gold pieces for a platinum.
Okay, I just had to break up a couple of my gold pieces because I didn't have any silver or copper.
For sure. We're not going to talk about Electrum. I hate Electrum. It should not exist.
No problem.
I think most people hate Electrum.
OOC, I literally have a character I made that his entire thing is collecting Electrum.
No! You're a bad person. I hate you. No.
he's a, he's a gnome wizard, and his whole thing is
No.
he's hunting for Electrum.
No. As a person who struggles with math, I do not like Electrum. I do not like it. But also that's funny. That's a good bit.
Yeah. Okay, so we wait for the
Total,
stew
it's
and the food.
You know what?
and-
I just
It's
have
a
to
gen-
say,
so sorry, I'm trying to get a total. So for my stuff, it's 1 silver piece, 25 copper.
No. 25 copper straight. That's it.
All right, and I'm going to include a 6 copper tip.
All right. The waitress lady's like, "Thank you." And she smiles and she has
I
one
give her a
tooth
wink.
missing.
Oh my gosh, I feel bad. I forgot to tip for the beer.
I mean, you can tip now.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna give her 5 copper pieces for the beers
Oh
as a
yeah.
tip.
She appreciates it very much. This is a different person because it was well, yeah, I'll just say it's the waitress. Yeah.
They asked the waitress to give it to the barmaid.
Okay, yeah, for sure. She does that. All this talk of food is making me incredibly hungry.
Yeah, I'm sitting here like, I want stew now.
I want mac and cheese now.
yes, both.
You know?
Well, it is
I was
7:30, so
when you said that Electrum, I do not like Electrum, and I was thinking, I was like, I do not like Electrum, Ham I am.
so was I. Oh my gosh, I was thinking that too.
Oh no.
You know where your brain goes sometimes. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, how could I make that into a rhyme? Um,
All right, so
and
we're
so
all
we're eating our
enjoying a
stew.
lovely.
Then this stew is delicious.
It is
I'm
very
sure
good.
it has like big chunks of meat and potatoes
Yeah,
and
and
veggies and
everything is cut not in a nice, like, orderly way. Sometimes you get little carrot bits, sometimes you get real big carrot bits that are like two bites instead of one bite. The meat is like big honkers, big honker pieces. They definitely don't skimp on that meat. Um, they seem to favor the meat over the vegetables, but it still tastes pretty good. Um, they have two different stews. They have like the red type of stew and the creamy type of stew. So your choice on which one you're eating. They're both very good. My mouth is literally watering right now. I need to eat something.
I'm about ready to go down to,
Oh my
the
god.
restaurant and get myself
Yeah.
some
I'm
stew at this
like
point.
I'm like, "Oh, we have a break coming up. I could drive and go get me some food." I'm joking. I'm joking.
I,
um
I I can't say anything. As we were setting up, I was eating pizza.
oh my god. Um
I had Chinese, but stew sounds
Sue does
I
sound
had Taco Bell.
that's
I I had lunch earlier. I had beef teriyaki beef.
nice.
So
I'm gonna stop talking about food and describing it
yes.
because I'm just gonna get really hungry. So
That's
anyway,
fine. Well, we should be working on the rest of the stuff anyway.
any, any, like, sightings of, Scimitar Sally or anybody that resembles that?
Agreed. I'm looking for her too.
you're looking for her, and the doors swing open to the coin toss, and a the lady that you all saw earlier with the scar on her face and the giant scimitar, she walks on in. Um, the bartender seems like she's a regular here and says, "Oh, hey, Sally, welcome in." And Sally goes, "Hey, I want a mug." And the bartender's like, "Yeah, yeah, I got you." And she gets her a nice frothing mug of mead. And who you think is Scimitar Sally? I mean, the lady just said Sally, so probably her. Um,
And I want to message the waitress and say, "Hey, let us pay for that for her beer."
the waitress is like, "Oh, sure. You interested in Sally?"
Maybe
She
one of
She
giggles.
us might be.
she certainly seems like somebody worth learning about.
So how much do I owe for her beer?
It is 2 CP, um, like the
And
other drink
o-
that you bought.
okay, I give. Oh, I thought it was SP. I took away SP instead of
No,
CP, but that's
CP is very cheap drink.
okay. So I'm gonna give 8 CP,
Okay.
and the rest is a tip.
Just a hint, guys, we probably don't want to be throwing around too much money in a thieves' tavern.
That's
No.
true.
We want to
True.
be we want to be nice and reasonable, but let's not be too
Okay, I
excessive.
I take that back. Then I give her 5.
Okay. Um,
But I want to do this so that way Sally can kind of maybe, hopefully, it's like a olive branch type
sure. Uh,
thing.
you pay for Sally's drink, and she turns around and looks at your table, and she narrows her eyes. Um, then she gets up, and she's pretty hulking big, okay? Like, this is like, I wouldn't say she's ham status size big, but like she's a tall lady, like at least 6 feet tall, okay? And she walks on over, pulls up an empty seat, sits at your table, and says, "Thanks for the drink."
You're welcome.
You're very welcome.
So,
You've got a
So,
great you've got a great sword there.
and when you talk about her sword, she's like, "Yeah, my sword is the sickest ass sword in this world. Look at it." She gets up from the chair, and then she does like a few swings with it, and she makes like heroic poses. She definitely looks like She has like a very uh how do I explain this? Like a cartoon character on TV who's looking like, "Oh, I can do anything," and then they do like stupid poses with their swords. That's basically what she's doing.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. She also looks cool doing it, but it's also like, "Oh, I see."
It's a
She's kind of
beautiful
showing
sword
off.
to be sure, but I have to stick with my trusty rapier. I literally couldn't hold a sword that big.
Yeah, the rapier's a good choice too, especially with your size. No offense, but rapier's a great size. My scimitar is definitely as big as you are.
How did you come by such a gorgeous weapon?
Oh, well, you know, um, back in my day. Sorry, laughing at my own stupid thing. Back in my day, it was wild out there, all right? People killing, murdering everybody. And I was like, I gotta go in. I gotta be the best. And I was, you know, building up my strength, finding the best ways to kill people real quick, And one of those days I was in a fight and we were near this like tomb or something. And there was a hole there and I was like trying my best not to fall down there. And this guy, he was coming for my throat, man. And finally get the kill on him, but he does a last ditch effort and pushes me into that hole. His dead body falls in with me. And we're tumbling around in the tomb. Fuck, man. It was a bad time, alright? And I thought all hope was lost, but then I saw a glint at the bottom of this hole I fell into. It was this beautiful, beautiful sword. And she waves her scimitar and she kisses it. This thing, this thing fucking saved me. I used it like a pick, climbed up the walls of the tomb, got out of the hole. Best thing ever in my life. I've been killing so good with this sword, you don't even know.
Seems like it was meant to be that you had to fall down that hole.
Yeah, it really was.
Nothing better than a good weapon that you can trust.
You gotta
And
have the best partner.
I pull out my moon sickle and just kind of hold it there.
hmm Above the table, I just made that story up at the top of my head, and I don't think it was the best story I've ever told. But thank you for listening. All right, back to the
No, it was
game.
great. That was great. Um, may I ask how long have you been in this area?
uh, you know, it's been about 10 years. I kind of settled down here in Yarntire. There's good money to be had here. It's down the river, big crossroads right here, two rivers smack dab crossing each other. Lots of traffic through here. We get lots of nobles in the area. Lots of good jobs that they want us doing. Also, that Grand Dame down there bringing a lot of rich folk into town, so it's good money.
Jobs. Jobs. You say jobs. We
Yeah.
might be looking for something.
Uh, yeah.
Do you
What?
know
We're
any?
always looking to make a few
A
coin.
coin.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're looking for a job, huh? To make some coin. Yeah, 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 yeah. If you're looking, what kind of job are you looking? Are you looking for a job or a job? And she uses her hands.
Personally,
She uses her hands when she says job, the upper voice time, the first one, and she motions higher up. And then when she said the job, she pointed lower down.
personally, I don't really mind either.
Me either. Anything makes money.
You're right, you're right. It sure does. Well,
I was wondering if you
It's a
could
good
help me out with
catchphrase.
something.
Anything makes money.
what? What, Ham?
That's a good catchphrase. Anything makes money.
Nira, what were you saying again?
I was just saying, I was wondering if you could help me with something.
Yeah, what do you need help with?
I've been looking to see if there's a Temple of Mask anywhere in the vicinity.
Temple of Mask, yeah. Um, there is one. It's a little hidden though. I could show it to you. But for a little price. Also, if you want to look for a job, I do have some jobs lined up, but I would like a little coin for that. Nothing's quite free in this world. You know what I mean?
No, and it seems you're in the perfect position. So,
I'll give you a discount. I'll give you a discount. You tipped me. You gave a little bonus on that drink, and I really appreciate it. So, give you a discount. If you're looking for a job, um, it'll be 1 gold piece. If you're looking for that for the mask shrine, it's gonna be 5 silver pieces.
5 silver pieces. All right, I'll take that under consideration.
And I'll take the gold piece into consideration too. Although
All
I
right.
need to talk to my friends about it, but
Yeah, of course, of course. Take your time. Take your
you
time.
know, I was curious if we are. Have you heard any rumors or anything in this town? What's going on in this town?
I mean, the big thing in this town is the Grand Dame, right?
Hmm.
It's kind of the highlight of this town these days. This place used to be mainly like a traveling stop back in the day, and then Lord Dryland came in and kind of capitalized it. Saw that so many rich folk come through here, so he built out that Grand Dame, and that's been the biggest thing. Now, if you're looking for something more detailed, a
Yeah, kind of a little dirtier, a little
little dirtier,
lower.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She makes the coin motion with her fingers. I will need a little coin for that though.
Well, first off, I messaged to the waitress and I say another round of beers for all of us.
All right. The waitress says that will
Or 5
be
beers. No,
5 beers, so that'll be 10. One silver piece.
one silver piece. Got it. And I give her 1 and 2 copper.
Okay. And she definitely takes the tip. She's very happy for that.
I'm sorry, how much did you say you needed for the job?
For the job, it's 1 gold piece.
Well, let me ask you this first. We went to go visit a friend, trying to, and it turns out that they'd recently passed,
Mm-hmm.
but their son's missing.
Mm.
So we're trying to help the mom. You know, it's a friend of a friend. So I don't know if you seem pretty connected here. Have you heard of anything of a missing gentleman at all?
Do you want to use the story of the dead friend as a persuasion technique? Like trying to persuade her? Or are you just asking genuinely?
I'm literally trying not to make it seem like we're looking into all 3 at the same time based
Mm-hmm.
on the water baron. I'm just trying to make it sound like we're just trying to help a friend out.
Okay. She says, is this person missing from Yartar around here?
That's my understanding. Um, I guess his name is, uh,
Starts with an
Arton?
A.
Dartan?
Artan?
Something
I
like that.
see. Artan. Yeah. Well, I might have a little more for you, but as I've been saying since we've been talking, I need a little more coin. I need a little more coin. You did buy me a drink, and but these
I'm gonna
secrets are a
slide a gold
little.
piece I'm gonna slide a gold piece in her direction.
And she smiles. Thank you, thank
And
you.
I want to do a little insight check just to see how truthful she's going to be as she speaks.
Sure, make an insight check, and we'll just use that for the conversation.
Woohoo!
Ooh, yeah. All right. You can tell this lady really likes her
21.
coin. And she does seem like she'll probably be telling at least whatever she says out loud will be the truth. Whether
Okay.
she tells you the whole story or not, you're not sure. 'Cause she definitely seems to like money. What she says is, "So, Arton, you say, and there's been rumors about people disappearing in town, specifically younger folks, and I think Arton was one of them. Now, it seems to be all related to the Grand Dame, and I'm not saying Lord Dryland is a bad folk, but you can't always trust those nobles. You know what I mean? The rich are rich, and they eat the poor, so can't always trust them.
Well, I mean, having nobles disappearing, that could be bad for business, couldn't it?
Yeah, it would be pretty bad. It is pretty bad. I do agree, but it's not these folks that have been disappearing. They're not the ones making the money. It's their parents who make the money. So parents come and they ask for help looking for their sons or missing kids. I get the money. You know what I mean? But I understand.
Wait, you get the money?
Not me personally, but I mean like,
Oh,
you know, the people that work here for certain types of jobs get the money because these nobles are looking for their missing
hmm.
folks, right? They'll spend any kind of money to look for their missing children.
So, do you think this is a fundraiser or do you think this is something more sinister and Nearest slides another gold in her direction?
Thank you kindly. And she pockets the golds. I I think it's more sinister. I I honestly don't think that these people disappearing are just, accidentally overdosed themselves, not overdosed, sorry. Drank too much, fell off the boat or something like that, you know? I think this is targeted. Probably murders. You know what I mean?
So you don't think that that Arton is alive anymore?
I would say 80% chance he's dead.
80% chance he's dead.
80% chance. I haven't seen any of
Those are
these.
not good odds.
I haven't seen
No.
any of these disappearing nobles come back yet. So, but
So
Arden went missing just recently. So if you find him or somebody finds him, well, maybe he'll come back. I'll say that 20% is really up to the people looking for him, huh?
do you think the odor of the Grand Dame has anything to do with it, or is it a guest that's on the ship?
You know, there is a person, and
And I slide a gold over to her.
she smiles. There's a person dressed in purple, a lady dressed in purple, and I think she might be Lady Italia. She's got some kind of mind powers and a little kind of psionic, psionic folk, you know?
Hmm.
And she usually goes on the Grand Dame, and some of the folks that I hang with, they think that's pretty powerful, you know what? And they try to get her on our side, but she's not interested. Probably part of some other organization, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
she's probably. I feel like there's a good chance she might be involved. I know that this lady has been hanging out at the Grand Dame. She's been in Lord Dryland's company, and if you think Lord Dryland might have something to do with this, which, you know, as I said, nobles are nobles and they eat the poor. And but why they're targeting nobles themselves, I'm not sure about that.
So you say they eat the poor. Are you
Not
feeling
literally.
any kind of
Not
no, I
literally.
understand it's not literal, but I mean, are you and your people or whoever it is that you hang with, are you feeling the pinch on that as well?
Not at the moment. I don't. We're kind of okay so far right now, but I didn't grow up wealthy. I am much wealthier now, but I've seen what these nobles have done, and they're very cutthroat against their own kind. So I would suspect there's probably something far more sinister going on down here.
Nothing worse than having someone taking out their own.
Of course.
Mm.
Well, I think that
Seems
was.
about accurate to them, though.
Mm, I agree. Seems like we've had a good talk. Any more questions? Anything?
If you hear of any
Yeah,
jobs, please send them our way too.
Yeah, you gave me quite a good sum. I'll tell you a job right now. How about that? How about that?
yeah, and maybe I don't know, maybe you could hook one of your friends up with Serene here.
She laughs. You seem to be a cleric type though, right?
Yes, I follow the moon goddess.
Hmm. I don't know if you really want to be hooked up with one of my friends. Not probably your type.
Eh, I'm not looking for anything right now, but I can certainly appreciate the beauty in a room.
For sure, for sure. I'll come back to the coin toss tomorrow, and I'll get you all lined up with a good job.
Okay. What and maybe help with for Nira about the Temple of the Mask.
Oh, I can do that right now. I can help out with that right now.
Okay. Good. Good. Good.
If if you want to go do that right now, I have time.
Uh, that's if my friends don't mind.
No, I don't.
Go for it. There's delicious food here and lots of, interesting things to see and hear.
Did you want to go by yourself,
Uh,
Nira? I'm
that
sorry,
depends
brain
on
fog.
if Sally's willing to let someone else accompany me.
I
I'll accompany her.
I will have to say it's a kind of a hidden spot, so I will have to ask that Nira comes by herself.
Do you
An
Okay.
feel
insight
comfortable with that, Nira?
Sorry, an
No,
insight check. Is this something typically where they wouldn't really be doing anything bad because it's thieves' honor sort of thing?
well,
Uh,
it's the god of thieves, so
make yeah, go ahead and roll an insight, Serene.
And I rolled insight too.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me
Woohoo.
your secrets.
22. Let's go. Um
9.
Sally's actually being genuine here. She really it doesn't seem like she's going to do anything weird to Nira. It's like a thieves kind of situation where it's like, hey, this is like part of our organization and not you guys who are not thieves kind of thing. So she's not doesn't want the rest of you all to join. And
Well,
sh- and
I'm
and she's feeling like very strongly against you specifically, Serene, because you are not like, that's not your god at all, sort of thing.
I
Um
mean, I wasn't trying to go along.
I mean for sure, yeah, but like for
I think
Larissa,
more I was trying, but
yeah.
Serene or Nira, sorry, brain fog. If you feel comfortable going with her, then that's fine. But
No, I'm fine with it, and I understand the need for secrecy. I'll
okay.
clue you in a little bit later about why.
No, that's fine. I just want you to be protected. That's all.
Oh, I'm good.
I want to
I'll have
arm
my
wrestle
dog.
the big burly
You want to
Okay.
what, Ham?
arm wrestle big burly women.
Yeah. Do you want to arm wrestle Sally or a different lady?
Well, if they're heading off alone, then if any others around.
Okay, yeah, for sure. There's definitely ladies who are arm wrestling currently, so you can go over and join the arm wrestling competition. I'm gonna have us stop here and take a break. Can we do a 10-minute break?
Yep, yep.
Yep, I'm
Mm.
gonna do my
And
best to make it
Serene is
back in 10 minutes.
And
Serene, by the way, not
Nira, can you send me the name of the god? Like, can you spell it out? Nira? Oh no, did she already leave?
I
Oh,
think
I'm
she did.
sorry. No, I'm talking without pressing the button
Oh,
because I'm dumb. It's Mask. It's Mask. He's the god of thieves.
oh, okay, literally like a mask. Okay.
Yeah, he's Forgotten Realms deity.
Okay, I will look it up while we're on break. So we'll come back. I am going to put the Be Right Back screen on. And then we'll meet back at the 10-minute marker.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Hello, hello. We are back. It looks like an ad is about to run soon, though. uh,
Perfect timing.
well, it's fine. It's fine. Um, all right. So, Nira, we're gonna start with you, and then Hamler censoring. You're hanging out at the coin toss and waiting for Nira to come back. We'll do Nira's scene, and then we'll cut back to the three of you, and then we'll just have you all come back together afterwards.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds
Nira, you follow Sally, and you head down an alleyway, and she motions to a wall. Not motions to a wall. She goes up to a wall. It's like a dead end at the alleyway, and she knocks in certain places, and it turns into a secret doorway that opens. She says, "Follow me," and she leads the way down a kind of like stony corridor, and it goes downwards down stone steps, um, and the pathway is lit with torches, and eventually you come to kind of like a uh, what do you call it, like a foyer, is that what it's called? It's like the opening to a
foyer
church. Foyer, is it foyer?
or entry room, yeah, depending.
Yeah. Um, and you can see people.
Antechamber,
Yeah, and
foyer.
yeah. And it looks to be like there's a bunch of people here. Definitely thieving type of folks. They all have like the symbol of mask on them. The it's like it's a mask essentially, with only two slits for eyes, and they're kind of just hanging out, and they notice you come in, and they say to Sally, "Hey, someone new?" And Sally's like, "And just showing her around, fellow thief, I think." And she speaks in thieves' cant to you. Um, you understand this, right?
Yes, I speak thieves' cant. I also pull out a coin of mask that I have. One side is black, the other is white, and there's a mask on both sides of the coin.
She smiles. Nice, nice. Um, we we use masks here rather than coins, but are you from a different branch?
I'm not a full on follower, but mask has been good to me. Um, so it's one of the last. Uh, it's one of the things that's been ingrained in me since I was a child. Found on an orphanage's doorstep. My caretaker, you know, has taught me some things about mask. So I'm just trying to pay my respects.
Of course, of course. Mask is always looking out for us. And she leads you further into kind of the main room, and there is kind of this hooded figure statue in the middle of this room. Um, Looks like what you could say would be Mask, but everybody has their own somewhat personal interpretations of what Mask could look like, as you do at any church. I guess the Virgin Mary always kind of looks the same. I don't know. I'm not a religious person, but I'm assuming there's artistic liberties. Um, and she said there's like a offering sort of place, and you do see some people flipping coins in there, putting coins there. She says, "We have a tradition here where we make sure some of our money goes to mask, just and it's not only just a mask, but it also helps out our organization. Have you heard of the Hand of Yartar?"
Um, just in passing, nothing in particular, but just in passing. Um, but I'm certainly interested in finding out more. And Nero will um, place 1 gold and 1 silver in the offering plate.
Okay. And Sally does the same. Yeah, well, if you're still interested in learning more, um, I can get you some more information. You should come back though. Uh, Tomorrow when you all come to ask me for a job, I'll let you in on a little more information about our organization.
Yeah, that would be great. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you, Sally.
I
You've been very, very helpful and very generous.
Well, you've all been very generous as well, and she makes the coin motion when she says generous. Um,
Nera just chuckles and gives her a wink.
she says, I will have to say though that the Hand of Yartar usually operates in Yartar, so if you plan on joining us or anything of that sort, I could see what strings I can pull to see if we can extend past our boundary, but you may have to leave your adventuring group if you wish to stay with us.
Sadly, right now, I don't think that's in the cards,
Mm.
but that doesn't mean that if I find it to be um, something that I'd like to, you know, do later on in my adventuring career or when I'm done adventuring,
Yeah,
who's to say?
yeah, we'll be here. Hopefully we'll be here. She laughs. As long as that Grand Dame is in business, we've got business. So we'll see. Now, if the Grand Dame did go out of business, we might have to kiss up to that Water Baron lady, but we'll figure something out.
Well, you certainly want to make sure that you're working with someone who isn't going to stab you in the back.
Yes, I do agree. And Lord Dryland, I don't think he's quite trustworthy.
Doesn't sound like it.
No. So if you're going to be investigating him, be real careful. Be real careful.
Careful is something that I try to be.
And you two have just kind of talk, shoot the shit, kind of maybe tell about stories about your thieving past and things like that. Is there anything you want to ask Sally specifically that's not about the Hand of Yartar? Because I have to come and make up that information, so give me at least a session for that.
I don't have anything right now. I'm just, like I said, I was just wanted to come and pay my respects to Mask because I feel that he's watched over me since I was a child.
Hmm.
I wanted to, n- it's hard to find his temples, much less know where they are. So, and for me to be able to pay my respects and um, uh, what's the word? Give to his temple,
Hmm.
it's hard for me to do. So when I have the opportunity, I like to take it.
Yeah, and you two have been talking with each other for a little bit, and when you finally look back at the offering table, you notice both of your coins have now mysteriously disappeared. Um, and when you notice it, Sally says, "Looks like it got sent to Mask." You never see him coming, and that's the best type of thief.
Absolutely. And may the darkness be, merciful.
Indeed, may the darkness be merciful. And I think that's a good stopping point for our scene. Does that sound good to you, Nira?
Yes, I think the only thing left that she would want to do is just kind of place her hand on the boot or the of the statue
Mm-hmm.
and ask for a blessing, um, for just for a brief moment, and then she'll follow, kind of give a little wave to those that are there and follow Sally out.
Okay. And back to Ham, Larissa, and Serene. You three have been hanging out in the coin toss, and excuse me, Ham went to go arm wrestle. There's a beefy lady. She's like, "Hey, you want to arm wrestle? Let's go!" And
Let's do it.
yeah, and she puts out an arm, and you put out an arm, and you grapple each other. I need you to make an athletics check. It will be contested against my athletics check. Where's my phone? There we go. I'm going to roll. Hold on. I need to find a place to roll. I think if I do it on your sheet, yeah. Oh, I know where I can do it. I'm trying to make it so it shows up on a thing, but okay, never mind. I'll just do it in Discord.
Tension's killing.
All right. What was your number? A 17? Um, you both tie. She got a 17 too, and you both kind of like push against each other, going back and forth, and there doesn't seem to be any motion like one or the other winning. Roll again. I rolled pretty bad.
Oh, I also rolled pretty bad.
um, and the next like few moments is tense as the both of you are gripping each other really strongly, and then you just start slowly moving her hand down, and she's like, "No, no!" And she's fighting back her hardest, but you can see that she is losing steam, and then with a smash, her hand goes hitting the table, and you win. And there's
Oh.
astonished silence in the coin toss, and then they all erupt and cheer, and they're like clapping you on the back, and they're like, "You beat the number 1 arm wrestler here!" And uh she's one-eyed Jane. She only has one eye. She's got an eye patch on the other. She's like, "Man, I haven't had a competition like that in a long time. Come on, let's go again. Let's go again."
Hey, let others have a
I
turn with
was
our little
glad
friend
to.
Ham too. Serena's going to be talking up Ham and just, kind of like who's, oh, is anybody daring enough to take like in good fun, not like you guys
Serena's
can, but
just
in good
being
fun.
manager and hype man the entire time.
Yeah, I'm standing behind him, kind of like rubbing his shoulders, going, "You got this, Ham. You got this."
All right, round 2. Let's go. You see One-Eyed Sally kind of uh crack her neck and then crack her knuckles. It seems like she's warming up this time. Okay, let's see what number you got. Was it a 12? Is that what I'm looking at?
Another 12.
Another
Yeah.
12. Um she's like, "I got this." And you two grapple and hold each other for a while, and then she goes, "Roar!" And with this roar of strength, she slams your hand against the table. She got a bigger number, which is 24. She got a 24. And it was a
Best of
resounding
3.
win. Resounding win. Um,
Best
everybody,
of three, best of
best of 3,
three.
best of 3.
I agree. I agree.
All right, one last round. Let's go. Roll your athletics check. Oh,
The same
oh.
4 rolls, and they were
Wanna
all the
use-
same 2 numbers.
Do you want to use your heroic inspiration on this for fun?
Actually, since we're probably not going to do combat this one, yes, might as well. Another 12. So no.
No.
Okay.
All
I am
right.
calling hacks on D&D Beyond.
Um,
Change your dice set.
all right. You two clasp hands once more. There's a fierce back and forth. Ham, you get like a second wind and like push harder against her, but she's like, "Not this time, Bucko!" And she moves your hand slowly to the other side, and you're struggling to hold on. This is the third one, and your muscles are about to give out. And she says, "I got this!" Yeah! And slams your hand once more on the table. She wins with another 24.
That's okay, Ham. That's okay. We still love you.
See, if it would have been a saving throw, it would have been better. Ham is very disheartened by this and goes to get a beer.
One-eyed Sally claps you on the back. I got you, buddy. And she pays you for a beer. You did great. That was great.
We're still proud of you. You still got this, Ham.
Thank you.
You know, everybody has a down day, and now you can just have more up, if that makes sense.
Um, anything that Larissa and Serene want to do, or are we good to move forward to when
Uh,
Nira comes back?
yeah, I was just
I mean,
excited to watch
I
Ham.
might try to find Ham. We don't have to role play him out, but might try to find Ham. Maybe another fight. Wrestle or two.
Oh yeah. There's definitely a whole bunch of arm wrestling ladies who are ready to arm wrestle at any time. This is that kind of place.
Yeah, and so we just kind of do that until she gets back. Just enjoy our time and pass the time and not get into any trouble.
Yeah. So you all watch as Nira comes back from the coin toss with not one eye, scimitar Sally. Um, and yeah, you're all back together. Sally says, "All right, you all have a good time. If you need anything, you want to come back for that job or more information, I'll be here at the coin toss. Just let me know."
Sounds good.
I think
Thank
we'll
you
be
so much.
back.
We really appreciate your time and uh, also helping our friend.
Yeah, of course. All right. It has been an hour. So it is 5:10 p.m.
An hour in game.
Yes, an hour in
Oh,
game.
okay. Yeah. I'm like, what?
Okay, so should we head down to the fish yard and the burning fowl is I think?
I think we need to do that. I think we need to lighten our load a little bit and get a little more wealth so we can fit in at uh, the boat, the ship.
All right. We're not gonna role play a shopping session unless
No,
somebody
that's fine.
really, really wants to. What I'm gonna have y'all do is just sell the stuff, and they sell for the price that you were given for each item.
Okay.
If you are turning in old equipment that you found on something like the bandits, that's gonna be
Well,
half price of what the shop is. And if you want to try and haggle, then we will role play for that.
yeah. No, I was. My thoughts were to just to sell the shirts, the shields, the spears, the leather armor, maces, heavy crossbows. If we want to keep like one or two, that's fine. But I think we should sell some of them. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we had basically, I remember, decided last session that we were just going to have kind of a bulk unit thing going on and then just offload the first chance we get. There really wasn't any. We all have higher level armor and weapons and things
Yeah.
like that. So generally, anything we pick up
Agreed.
isn't going to be worth keeping. And since we're kind of honor systeming things like arrows, it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, we can just go ahead and speed through,
Okay.
selling all that stuff off for the 50%.
I'm almost tempted to take one of the 3 scimitars and give it to Sally,
I
so
think
she
we
has
should.
2.
I
Let's go
mean,
for it.
hey,
Let's do
why
it.
not?
I say we keep the nicest looking scimitar off to
Yeah,
the
of
side,
course.
just for Sally, just 'cause.
All right.
I agree.
Let me get you the math for this. I might just give you all a big number.
And then
That
I'll
might
make
be
a.
easier.
So I'll take everything out except one scimitar and the Vonadod, whetstones, and grappling hook, and the medallion.
It's in the bag of holding channel, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes. Definitely keep the grappling hook and the whetstones.
and we don't have the Vonadod. Uh,
No, Von
Pam
Dodd
has that.
is with me, so yes.
All right. 6 spears.
The chain shirts, are those are medium or light?
Chain shirts are medium.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. New bag of holding, Kraken symbol, Kraken, grappling hook, and 2 whetstone.
I'm currently going through it, so just keep waiting.
Nope, you're good.
I need to test the dice roll really quick, so just ignore what I'm about to click.
Um, there were 3 scimitars. You're selling 2.
Yes,
Okay.
the 2 poorest
Correct.
ones. We're keeping the best one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and 2 daggers?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I missed that. Let me get
Yeah,
those.
it when I put them in, I forgot to add them to that list. So
Okay, so it's 275 GP.
so if we divide that by 4,
68 gold for each person, and then 7 silver and 5 copper.
okay, you said 68 gold.
Yeah, let me put this in handouts. 68 GP.
And then Larissa just take the little bit of excess.
The excess? No, that's split perfectly in half for 4 people.
Oh. Sorry, I thought that seven. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, the 68 is per person?
Yeah,
Per person, yes.
if you split it in half or in 4.
Okay.
Seven SP, 7 silver, and very nice. Well, we may not all have like a combination of 1,000, but I think we'll be okay. Test. Okay. Okay, so do we need to go to the store for anything else? Do we need to see if we need to find anything else like healing potions, items? I don't need anything right now.
Nope, I'm
Nope,
I
just
can't think of
scenic,
anything.
scenic, you know, just cinematic, refreshing my tea supply.
Okay. So I think, guys, we should just head over to the ship and take a look at it and see what it's all about. See if they'll let us on.
Now, I
so
will say that Sally did say that we might not want to be too obvious about looking for the missing people because, um, you know, the
Oh,
owner of the ship uh, seems very suspicious.
okay. Well, why don't we go and just see, look, and listen? I mean, we don't have to look like we don't have to ask anybody for anything.
No, but
right, we can act like we're, just there to be there. Um,
Exactly.
what's everyone's total in GP wallet wise? I'm at 210.
I am at 192.
I'm at
Uh,
299.
363.
Okay, yeah, so we're just about at 1,000, but
okay,
as a
yeah,
group, so
I thought
yeah, we're
everybody
good.
was close to what I had, so that's why I said that.
And just
Yeah, no,
keep in
we're
mind,
good. Thanks to Nira.
yeah, and keep in mind that if that lady, that psionist, you know, just keep in mind that try to keep your mind off of the reason why we're there, just because if she can read minds and we don't know if she can, um, that could be bad for us.
Definitely.
All right. You all are headed to the Grand Dame. I'm gonna move your star over here. Give me a moment. Nope. And do you all wait for nighttime? Because that's when the Grand Dame starts letting people on board.
Well, it's already close to getting night anyway, and so
Yeah,
I agree. I think we wait until it gets dark because, we want to experience the Grand Dame.
yeah. It's gonna be. I have it set. We'll do 650. 650. That's what I'll set it to. Give me one moment. I'm gonna change the music. Um, mm, no. Gala night. Here we go. Okay. Um, you all head on over to the docks where the Grand Dame is, and there's a bunch of nobles laughing, um, waiting in line to get on the boat. And as you guys make it to the front, you are stopped by these burly looking sailor men, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, how much money you got there? Because this ain't just a ship for fun here. Now, this is a serious, serious ship here. Okay, we got only rich clientele here."
Eh, We're okay. I think we got enough to suit the needs of this ship.
Is he asks, how? Cause y'all don't look like it. And he looks you all up and down, looking at your armor.
I toss him a gold.
Lady, that ain't enough. I'm looking for like a good 500 gold here, alright? This tiny little one piece ain't gonna get you
Well, then
anywhere
what
on
are we
this
going to
boat.
play with?
Well, you gotta have more than that, right? You coming on a boat filled with rich folk and we're playing games? You gotta have the money to stay all night.
We have the money to stay
Anne
all
is going
night.
to march right up to him and say, "Do I look poor to you?" and try to intimidate him.
Okay, go ahead and roll an intimidate. None of you have like
I'm going to
presented
give you,
the
uh,
gold, right?
hey, Ham, I am going to,
That is a
what is it?
17.
Wait, wait, wait. I'm going to, give you guidance.
Roll a d4.
Uh,
Um,
17 plus 4 is a 21.
all right. All right, but if you get kicked out later, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, huh?
Do I look like I can be kicked out?
And we'll see. We'll see. All right, you come on board then. And he lets you all pass and get on board. Let's move to the Grand Day map.
Thank you, sir.
Where is the map? Um, all right. I'm gonna just move you all over here. Nira, are you on your doggo?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. There you go. All right. So on this ship, um, there is. Where's my pointer? Here's my pointer. There's a door here that goes inside the ship. Um, and then there's several other doors. There's one over here up at the top. That's for a different part of the ship. Um, and there are stairs that lead to the lower floors. Um, the guy that let you on the ship tells you that if you enter from here, that's the casino. Up here in the upper area is the like restaurant area where you can dine.
Well,
Well, I think
Serene
we've already
knows where
eaten
she wants to
enough
go.
What?
You said restaurant, and then I said Serene knows where she wants to go.
I see.
food.
I am full. I'm just saying.
You are no fool.
But I will go where everybody else leads.
I, you know what? I say let's try our luck and see how it goes.
So
So
you're saying food or casino?
yeah, which one?
Casino.
Casino. Let's go.
As we go into the casino, I am always keeping my eye out for the lady in purple.
All right.
So I kind of glance around the room and I'm just kind of, I'm not looking suspicious, but I'm just kind of, just, you know, wow, this place is beautiful. And, you know, just,
Um, give
if that makes
me
sense. I don't know.
give me just a moment. All right. You all enter the casino and it's bustling. There's a bunch of people laughing, drinking, clinking. clinking drinks, clinking coins, rolling dice, flipping cards. It's it's quite the party going on, and as you enter, there's somebody who comes up and says, "Would you like to trade your gold pieces for some of our golden geese?"
How much for golden geese?
100 GP for a golden goose.
Mm, mm. I look at my friends. What do you guys think?
Uh, Nero will pull out 100 gold pieces. We still have that one golden goose coin, I think,
Yep.
from
We do.
leftover. Yeah,
I'll go ahead and pull out 100 gold pieces as well for one.
I'd
Oh,
rather save my custom for the restaurant.
that is very well. And he hands over 2 golden geese coins. Goose coins? Goose coins.
Nira, as a thief, should try to pickpocket some more off of him.
give
That
me a
seems
moment.
like a
Give me
terrible
some
idea
time. Give me
here.
some.
So
Please.
between us, we have 3 golden geese coins then.
Yes. Please
Who has
enjoy the games.
who has the golden goose coin that we got from the robbers or the was it you, Nira?
I don't think I had it. I think it was in the bag of holding.
I don't think it's in the bag of holding. I don't think I ever put it in the bag of holding.
Well, somebody has it.
Just say it was in the bag of holding.
Okay, we'll put it. So, s- between you and Nira, who would like to have this third one? Ham. Between you and Nira,
I'll
or between you and
Ham
Serene.
will
I mean,
trust Nira to have it because
Serene.
probably still Sir.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
serene.
I
Okay.
I'll take it. But I'm not gonna gamble. I don't like to ask too much of the moon.
Okay.
Just above the table. Um, I'm not sure this is the best place to be trying to pickpocket anybody.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I agree.
You really don't think you should because there's definitely a guy walking around who's like eyeing all of the guests here and is very, very much making sure nobody is stealing anything. So it is like one guy, but there was that beefy guy you just walked past who was guarding the entrance. You're pretty sure there's a bunch of other folks. There's a guardhouse just down the way from where you entered the ship.
Do I
So
see
Yeah, and
anybody
I
of
would look.
interest?
I think I would
Oh,
look too obvious anyway.
you
yeah.
all really stand out here because you did not dress up whatsoever. So you're just a bunch of adventurers.
Hold on. I have a cloak of many fashions.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to make a point of making it a bit more flashy.
Okay. Okay. So you look
It's a cloak. It's only my cloak, but I can take a bonus action to change the style, color, and apparent quality. I want to be flashy and pretty.
okay.
Well, not flashy, but I want to be. I want to be not like ostentatious, but definitely good looking.
Yeah, you do make your cloak look very like fashionable. It really goes well with your cleric armor. But you still look like an adventurer. There's nothing that can fix the fact that you're all kind of in your adventuring clothes.
Can I
Seeing
druidcraft? I can't
Serene,
remember. I don't have it.
seeing Serene do the change, Ham is going to pull a scrap of cloth from his bag, spit into it, and buff his breastplate a little bit.
Okay. What were you saying,
Um,
Larissa?
can I druidcraft without it being on my cantrips?
No.
Okay, crud. I didn't put it on my cantrips. So
What do you mean you didn't put it on your cantrips? It's something that you can only learn. Cantrips are something that you learn. It's not like you just pick and choose which cantrips you want each day. That's only for
No, I know. When I started the campaign, I didn't
you didn't choose
choose
it.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So that's why I just was curious.
Okay. Um, what was I gonna say? So after your transaction, getting these two golden goose coins, and now you have three. Um, as the kind of like coin exchanger person walks away, you notice that there's this woman with a very beautiful purple dress, very obviously standing out from the crowd, just like how all four of you are standing out pretty well. But hers is because she's wearing a very nice dress. Um,
As dark as me, or
a little lighter, like the color of your hair that I drew for your character.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
And it kind of gradients a little to go, you know how your horns gradient in the drawing that
Yeah,
I've made for you?
yeah,
It kind of
yeah.
has that gradient going on. It's really gorgeous and it shimmers a little bit. Clearly high quality fabric. Um and you overhear from the table, um this white-haired noble, he pushes a stack of golden goose coins across the table and he rises from his seat. That would be this guy right here. And he says, I just don't know how you do it, Lady Italia. You seem to know my every move before I know it myself. Thank you for the game, he says graciously before bending down and kissing the woman's extended hand. Now I think I must find another table lest I squander all the coin I've spent a lifetime acquiring. The young woman smiles warmly at the older man. You do that, Lord Hubert. Until next time. And she smiles at the man and he walks away to a different table, hopefully where he won't lose as many coins as he just did to uh Lady Atalia.
So I'm gonna kind of gasp a little bit because obviously purple's my favorite color,
Right, right.
and I kind of motion, not motion, but wow to my group. That dress is just beautiful. Hoping that they get my hint.
Uh Sorry, can you repeat that? Did you walk towards her?
No, no, I just kind of looked over at my companions and wow, that dress is just beautiful over there. Trying to get the group to realize that she's there.
Mhm.
Nira nods and then makes a comment about it's definitely not my size.
Because, like I said, yeah, we don't want to. I don't want to make it obvious that but yeah.
Serene
Um,
notices but doesn't comment.
what kind of game is she playing? Do I
Um
notice,
It
or do I know
is.
the game?
Do you know the game? That is a very good question. None of you are elves. Um, so you don't actually. How about this? Let's have you all roll a history check.
Oh, not bad.
Let's see.
Copycat.
We've got a 17, an 11, a 17, and a 4. Ham, poor Ham.
Yeah.
Ham's not a
The
gambler.
the only game that Ham knows is Chemin de Fer, which is the game that requires no skill and is basically war.
I see. I see. So Serene and Larissa, you recognize the game that the purple lady Italia is currently like cleaning up and preparing for another game. She is playing Sava, which is a in our you America, not America, sorry, Earth world. It's the equivalent of chess, but it is a drow invention in this world. The players play against each other using ebony pieces resembling drow warriors, mages, and priestesses. The goal of the game is to destroy the other player's noble house. It is a game of skill, deception, and insight. a game of Sava takes roughly 30 minutes. Each player makes a bet before the game. And if you want to play the game, you have to do 3 rolls. You do an intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. An intelligence check, an insight check, and a deception check. And you combine the totals, and that will determine the winner.
These aren't saving throws, are they?
No, they're checks, they're ability checks. So
Okay.
you can use your guidance on this. However, it would be considered cheating because people will know you are actively using a spell.
Gotcha. You said wisdom.
It'll be a intelligence check, a insight check, and a deception check.
Oh, I can't find my intelligence check. Where did it go? Oh, his. Oh,
Just click the
I would just to click the intelligence, right? If I were to do it.
I believe so.
Okay. Well, I'm not interested in playing right now anyway, but I was just looking at my pluses on each category.
Um, so there's the Saga game, and then there's also Kobold's Knuckles. This is a dice game that is a simple version of Blackjack, our Earth World Blackjack, and it uses dice instead of playing cards. So
Hmm.
you do have to make a bet, and then everybody rolls a 1d6 plus 1d4 in the open. I roll a 1d6 in the open, and then I roll my 1d4 behind the screen. So each of you can choose to roll additional 1d4s until you don't want to. If the total exceeds 10, you lose your bet. So instead of 21, it's 10. Um,
I think
Yes.
Nira is going to go ahead and find a table, um, playing the Kobold's Knuckles somewhere in the back.
Yeah, I think that's something I'm interested in doing too because I'm not a chess player. Is that table that's right next to the purple lady? Let me show you right here. Is that? Oh, I just drew on it by accident.
get the teardrop icon and not the pen icon. Let me delete
Yeah,
the
I
drawing.
sorry about that. I meant right here. Is that the where the kobold table?
No, I've been there's tables at where all these people are.
Oh, okay.
So you just put your token next to one of those squares. So the middle table is kind of not anything, I guess.
Oh, okay.
It's like a
Well, because
divider.
my thought was to be close to the purple lady so I can kind of listen,
Mm-hmm.
but
If you want, I'll move that
be
NPC
plain.
there so you can
Yeah.
stand right here.
Oh, that's nearer, but yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna move up over by nearer to play my one chip since I only have one chip. Um, as I walk by the purple lady,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to comment on how beautiful her dress is.
She says, "Oh my, thank you." And she looks at your skin tone and she looks at my dress and she's like, "I see. Is it because we have a similarity of sorts?"
Oh, I would probably say so if you wear that dress a lot.
Oh, I love having purple dresses. Purple is my favorite color.
Oh, mine too. There's no other better color.
I agree. Wonderful. Why don't you sit at my table? Let's discuss about the color purple. And maybe are you interested in any dresses or any of that sort? I do see that you don't seem to be a noble, but anyone is welcome on here if you make it in.
Um, I'm not. I don't want to play right now, but I'll sit and talk with you.
Yes, I would love that. And she smiles pleasantly.
I wish Nira good luck at her table because I didn't think I was going to be invited to the purple lady's table.
Um. All right.
Nira nods and sits at the table, but she is kind of keeping an ear out.
Okay.
I am just filling my head with you know, psionics can sort of read minds. So I'm just filling my head with this is the song that doesn't end.
uh, Lissa, are you doing anything to make your
Um,
minds?
yeah, I really am. I mean, I'm just all about purple right now.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
mind is filled with what kind of things could I choose that are purple? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just yeah.
She's
One is just
That way,
staring
if
at
she is reading my
the
mind, she believes how much.
Oh, of course. Yeah, if she were reading your mind, it would be just thoughts of purple.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Ham?
he's just staring at a roulette wheel as it spins.
Empty
What is he
thoughts.
staring at?
Roulette table.
Just staring at a roulette wheel as it spins.
Um, all right. I'm gonna do Nira's one game because you
Okay.
literally have only 2 coins, one coin, so this will be quick, and then we can go to Larissa with the purple lady. Um, Nira, are you making your one single golden goose bet?
Yes.
Okay, roll 1d6 and 1d4. And I will roll in session play my 1d4. Oh, sorry, 1d6. All right, the house got a 6. Okay, 9. Oh no. Uh if the
Throw
total
up
exceeds 10, they
inspiration.
lose their bet. So, um hold on. After all players have rolled their d4s, the dealer reveals their hidden d4 and rolls additional d4s until they have at least 8 or higher. If the result exceeds 10, all players still in the game win 100% of their bet. Okay, so let me roll my 1d4 and not to you all. I'm going to secretly roll it. Okay, I rolled um okay, so Nira, you could roll another d4 to see if you get a 10. But if
Okay.
you get higher than a 10, you're out and you lose your bet.
Oh, so if I get higher than a 10, it's not like 21. So if
No.
I get higher than a 10,
Yep.
I'm gonna stay.
Okay. The dealer reveals her hidden die. It was a 3, so 6 plus 3 is 9. It is a tie. Um, I don't think you lose your bet.
In blackjack,
It's
it
a
would actually
push.
be a push.
It would be a
Yeah, it's a
push.
push.
So what's a
Yeah,
push?
a push
Sorry.
is a tie. Nobody wins. Nobody loses.
Okay.
Exactly.
In terms of like other players, they all dropped out. But you were good. Would you like to run it one more time?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me roll my 1d6. I got a 2 this time.
I've got a 6, or a total of 6.
Okay. Would you like to roll a d4?
Sure. I got 10.
Woohoo!
I would definitely not move from that spot. All right.
Oh no.
Okay. So I'm gonna show my first 1d4 roll. It was a 4. So I had a 2 plus 4 is a 6. And now let me roll my next roll. It's gonna be a 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. Hey, we tied again.
Awesome.
Would you like to go one more time? And then I'm gonna cut to Larissa.
Sure.
Okay. Um,
Hey, gambling's fun.
gambling's fun. Yeah. Okay, I got a 2 again.
Oh, I got a 9 again. I'm holding.
Okay. I reveal mine. It was a 2, so I have a total of 4, and now I'm gonna roll up until I get an 8 or higher. So I got an 8, and I have to stop there. You got a 9?
Yep.
Congratulations, you won. There were 4 other people at the table, and they bet um like 10 coins each. So, and they all fucked up. So you you won the whole bet pool. Congratulations.
Oh,
Well,
wow. How many
how
points?
many golden goose coins is that?
That's I said 40, so you get 40 coins. 40 golden goose coins.
Holy
40
crud.
golden goose coins?
40 golden goose coins.
That's
And
like
each one is
40,000.
worth
Hell to the
$100
yeah.
gold.
Okay, cut to Larissa.
Cut to
I gotta figure out
Larissa.
what I gotta figure out what I want to do next.
Um, the purple lady, Lady Italia, says, I am Lady Italia, and your name?
I'm Larissa.
It is nice to meet you, Larissa. I saw you walked in with 3 other folks. You all seem like adventurers. What brings you here to this fine establishment?
We just heard about this great ship and we wanted to just check it out and we came to see a friend and I walked in, saw your dress, and I've just been enamored by it.
I'm so glad you love it. I took a little while to pick this one out today. I was choosing between several other dresses. I I do sometimes not wear purple, but purple always calls to me. Doesn't it call to you as well? You understand what I
Oh,
mean?
I definitely do. Um,
Yes.
and as she sees it, she sees like my armor kind of like is like has purple tints to it.
Oh,
You
for
know what I mean?
sure, yeah. She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I love the little purple tints you have in there. It's gorgeous." Oh,
Thank you so much. Um, you said do you said something about knowing about where I could get some dresses?
oh yes. Not in Yartar, unfortunately. But there are, well, there aren't established stores in Yartar. Now, if you go to the what was it called, Fish Yard? I think,
Mhm.
yeah. If you go to the fish yard, there are people who come by and they sell some very fine clothing at times. And also sometimes you just go to Waterdeep, sometimes I head back there and buy some very fancy dresses and gorgeous, just splendid fabric. I can tell you, I can tell you about a shop in Waterdeep if you are interested.
Oh, please tell.
And the shop she tells you is called Darren's Fineries. Give me a moment.
And are you a regular there?
Oh yes, I frequent Darren's Fineries quite often.
Hmm.
Um, I believe they definitely have the best purple dresses in all of Faerun, to be honest.
Well, I may have to if I ever go there, I'll have to give them your regards if
Oh
that's okay.
yes, of course, of course. Just mention my name. Now, you said you
I
came
okay.
here for a friends, and who might be that friends?
Well, we were just we didn't find him. Um, but sorry, brain fog. That's in real life. Um, we it was really no one special. We just wanted to give a message to a friend about
Oh,
some bandits we found down the road.
oh, some bandits. They wouldn't happen to have stolen some of the coins from this casino, would they?
I don't know. I know they ran off before we could really check to see if they were the ones.
Make a
But there was a robbery here.
make a deception check.
Okay. Remember, some did run off.
Yes, you're not wrong, but you did find a golden goose coin.
No, wait a second. That's a 13 on my thing.
It's a 13 on your thing? Is it
It's
cocked?
oh, it might be. That sucks.
Yeah, it doesn't reroll cocked dice, unfortunately.
Because
Um,
it was showing a 13.
well, we do have 15 more minutes before our session ends, so if you want
Oh
to.
wait, so I'm gonna use my thing. Heroic inspiration.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna also give myself guidance.
You're doing this in front of her?
Oh
Don't do
shoot,
that.
that's right. Well, all I have to do is touch myself.
You also. Do you have to say anything for that spell?
I don't think so. I think it's VS. Never
I'm
mind.
pretty sure I'm just going to
Yeah,
be the voice of reason here. I know I can't tell you this, but think about the fact that she's probably very trained in seeing, they are probably very attuned to seeing
that's true.
guidance being
Okay,
used in a
I'm just gonna do
casino.
deception. Okay, crossing my fingers here. That's better, but still sucks.
She says, she says, oh, um, that's interesting because I've been hearing about some bandits who have been coming and stealing our, um, the coins from this facility. She didn't say our, sorry. This doesn't belong to her. Sorry. Um, stealing coins from the casino. So, uh, are you sure you didn't find any golden goose coins on them?
Okay, you know what? I guess I should be honest. We found one,
I see.
but that's it.
Well, that goes to show that there are bandits in the area who are. Oh,
You know, I just want to say I apologize for deceiving you in the first place, but we don't know each other.
no, it's fine. I was digging perhaps a little too deep.
I feel this connection, with the purple thing, and I don't know. I just, like I said, um, so bandits have been stealing here. Have they been stealing from people, or have they been stealing from the actual ship itself?
That's we haven't the sorry, not we. Um they haven't quite discovered how. I'm not sure what the situation is, but perhaps they've been stealing from the nobles that leave this establishment, perhaps. Though, you should know, I'm not sure if you're aware, but the golden goose coins are non you can't cash them in. They're only for the casino.
So whatever
Nera
you
hears
win.
this. Nera hears this and gets and curses under her breath.
So let me tell you. Let me ask. You can't get your money back for the coins that you win.
No, but you can get some fabulous magic items, so.
Okay. So thank you so much for this. This is our first time on this ship. So, you know, I hate to say this. I hate to ask this back to the bandit thing. Do you know if they're looking for anybody to help look into this?
No, I don't. And as she's saying some words to you about pretending as if she doesn't really know, you hear in your head, pretend as if everything is fine. We need to talk. Not here. Follow me when the boat returns to the docks. Nod if you understand me.
Okay. I nod. Um, and am I able to repeat back in her head?
No, not this telepathy.
Um, so I mention uh I talk about, oh, back to this purple dress shop. Do you think I should go there alone or can I bring my friends?
Oh, I think you
And
should bring
I'm s-
all of your friends. Yes.
and I'm meaning that as what she just said.
Oh, for sure.
Like
She
in
definitely picked up on that. Yeah.
okay, so yeah, let me make sure I tell my friends about this dress shop.
Oh, yes. Take your time. Take your time. I know on the map that we're currently looking at, the boat is docked, but pretend that the boat left the docks while you all were at the casino and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back okay, so since you know so much about this ship, I have a couple friends. Obviously, you can see my big friend over there, Ham, and him and my other friend love to eat. How is the food on this
Oh,
ship?
the food is fantastic. You do have to pay for it in golden goose coins, though.
Huh. Okay. Maybe we'll go up and get a seat and get some food or get a snack
They're
while we wait for the ship to dock again.
yes, of course. They are very generous, though. Only one golden goose coin for the whole entire buffet available to you.
Okay, okay. Well, I don't want to take up your time because I know people want to come and play you, and I want you to win some money,
Oh, thank
some more
you.
money.
Yes, of course.
um,
Yes.
I'm gonna go and check on my friends and see how they're doing. But oh, your dress is amazing, and thank you for telling me about that dress shop.
Oh, yes, of course. And I do hope to see you in the future wearing one of those fabulous dresses.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Thank you. And I get up and I walk over to uh, Nira.
Before we continue Larissa and Nira's scene, we've got like 7 minutes left. Serene and Ham, what were you two doing this entire time?
We were just sort of looking. I was going to look towards the restaurant. Would I hear that would I hear about the one, because this is a small enough room, would I hear about one golden goose coin for a buffet?
Yes, you would have heard that.
Would we have seen Nero win money?
Oh, yes.
So I think well, I'm gonna see if Ham wants to go visit Nira, grab a golden goose coin, and take our
And
money's
Ham
worth
is
from
going
this
to look at
buffet.
you as if, do you have to ask? Silly questions, kitten.
And when they come up to get the coin from Nira, I look at Nira and say, I think we should go up with them to the buffet.
Well, I certainly have the coin for it. And since I can't cash it in, looks like we're buying dinner and magic items, perhaps.
Woohoo!
All right. You all head on over to the what's it called? The restaurant.
And I want to make sure we get a table that's away from everybody. So we want to be like as far away from prying ears as we possibly can.
Oh, for sure. You find a good spot that's available. There doesn't seem to be as many people in here. I know I put like 6 folks in there, but pretend there's not 6 folks in there. Just
Okay,
it's less folks. You know what? I'll make it less. There we go. There's a corner table for you all.
sounds good.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I just moved my character over there.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. There we go.
Ham and Serene are going to make them regret their single goose coin entrance fee.
Yes, especially since you can't cash it out,
Have
doggone
any of
it.
you have any of you ever seen John Panette's skit about buffets? You go home. You've been here 4 hours now. No buffet for you.
Yes.
And since I can't cash mine out, and I'm sure I can't buy anything for 100 or for one, I will just pay for my meal too.
Okay. Are any of you actually interested in looking at the magic item list?
Well, I am,
Oh
Yes,
yeah, I forgot about the whole magic items
but
thing.
I don't
because
think.
we had a 100 we had one goose coin between all four of us. Each one of us had one coin, and
No,
then I
only
just
3 of
won
us did.
40. So, yeah, let's look at the list.
Okay. Um,
We approach. You
unfortunately,
see. You see. As we step away from the buffet, you see Serene visibly sad and a little slumped shoulders.
so the unfortunate part here is I don't have an actual list to give you. I would need to make it for next session.
Next session's fine.
We can do that.
And
We
Back
can
to the
eat
buffet.
what
this time and then next session
what
go to the
I
magic shop.
want to do is, Nira, you did so well that I'm going to reward your play. Um, I'm going to ask you all to give me the single magic item that you want, and then I will make a list with those items along with some other items. So you
Oh,
have
I don't even know.
uh
Oh boy.
if you are like, I'm not really sure what I want, just describe to me what you feel like you would want, and I can see if there's a magic item that fits it.
I already have too many items than that I can't even attune to. I think I've got like 3 items I can't even attune to because my attunement slots are all taken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what about, is there maybe, would a new staff, like, be a magic item?
Yeah, I could look for a staff for you.
Like, a better staff than I have?
So what I was thinking would be the, like, if you have a single goose coin, you can cash it out for like some kind of magic potion. There's probably going to be a bunch of magic potions you can pick from.
Oh, yeah.
Potions would be good.
So if you have a single goose coin, you can use it for something other than food if you prefer.
Okay,
But the higher price
I have
items,
40, guys.
the
Just
higher price
saying.
items will start from 2 up, is what I'm thinking.
okay. Yeah, because I was thinking if I could possibly get a better, I have a Moonsicle +2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
If I could get something a little better than that,
I
but,
don't know about that, but I can look for a
okay.
staff for you.
No,
Cuz
because
you
'cause I
do only have 40 coins.
yeah. I already have a cloak of protection and an amulet of health and stuff, so, um,
I
If I were
mean,
gonna look
the
for a
one
magic
item Ham wants, we're already on a quest to
You're
get. So
right. Right.
I think some more healing potions would be good because we can always use those.
Mhm.
Wands of some sort of cure.
oh, you know what? A ring to boost his strength so he never loses an arm wrestling match again.
Uh do you have any of the belts of strength?
I actually don't think so. I think the only thing I have is no breastplate and boots. So yeah,
Okay.
one of the belts actually would
Yeah.
work.
Let's get one of you those dwarven belts or giant strength belts or whatever.
Heck yeah.
What about, no, druidic focuses aren't magic, never mind.
I would need to do some more research, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think same
But I just
here.
know that in my soul, I need to be to that expensive a buffet once in my life.
I will say you're looking at the buffet right now, and it looks absolutely fresh. Like all the fish looks really fresh. There's the chefs that cut the roast beef in front of you. There's a what's it called? The omelet table where they make an omelet. You give them what you want, and they make the omelet for you. Um, there's a whole bunch of fancy stuff. I know that this map doesn't show like a buffet table or whatever, but just imagine in your head there's a buffet table.
So, what you're saying is like an LA buffet at one of the really fancy hotels?
Yes. Of course I haven't been to those. Of course not. That would be
Oh, no, I
weird.
haven't, but I actually have been to a couple hotels where they've had, like, the omelet buffet where they can
Oh,
make the omelets and stuff for you, and so
I
that's what I was talking about.
I was joking because I have
Oh,
gone
gotcha.
to those.
Okay. Or like a or oh, okay. Or like a cruise buffet that
All
I'm
right.
getting ready to go on,
Yeah, yeah. It's like a cruise ship buffet, you know? Which
'cause they have everything.
they do have everything. I was thinking more of the Las Vegas, like the really expensive, really incredibly good buffet.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Okay. So anyway, well, when everybody gets back from getting their grub, I quietly mentioned to them how what the purple lady said to me in my head, and how that she said that we could all go, and asked what their opinions are.
I think I'm gonna think about that over my dinner.
Okay.
all right. It is now 9:30. Um I'm thinking of calling it here unless there's anything anybody wants to say.
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
I
I
think
think
I'll
this
think
is
about what we're gonna do.
yeah,
Okay.
Exactly.
I
because
will Yeah, go ahead.
something about Larissa, she's not going to do anything without a group decision, right? She's not going to go off and she's not like that. She's not just willy nilly going to go by herself and get herself into trouble. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's why she wants to make sure that the whole group is in if need be. But she wouldn't. I tell them that she didn't tell me out much of anything else except for that the bandits have been stealing the coins. That's it.
Okay. Well, thank you all for playing. I'll see you all in 2 weeks, I think.
Are we are we still meeting Friday to go over the character sheets?
Yeah, if you all have time to do that. Larissa, you have that thing every first Friday, right?
Yes, I do. I have my
Which
meeting, but you guys can do it, and then mine's from 7 to my meeting's from 7 to usually about 8:30.
Okay. If you want, you could hop in for
But
like
next but next Friday is the 28th. It's not the 1st.
right when we actually play, it would be
Oh,
the
that's
first
right.
Friday.
Yeah.
Um, mm, I don't want to move it because I was like, we shouldn't move it, but also we'll
Yeah, we're
discuss.
kinda
We'll
we're
discuss.
kinda yeah, because we'll need her if we're gonna follow to the purple
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah. We'll move the next.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. We'll move the next game then. But if next Friday you all can meet so we can go over switching our characters to 2024 version, that'd be great.
Okay,
Yeah.
and, my birthday is the 7th, so
Oh, okay. So we should move it anyway. All right, that's fine. Okay. Uh,
Yeah, I don't feel so bad.
Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
thanks.
Yeah. Whew.
All right. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for playing. Thank you for people who are watching. Um, and oh, Cloud says happy early birthday, Nira. The chatter. We
Thank
will
you.
meet up in the future. All right. And
Thanks for watching, Cloud.
I don't
Good
have
night.
enough people for what's the word? Rating. So we're just gonna end the session here. All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Night.